Hello, and welcome to the Outerworlds. Disclaimer, not my first playthrough. I did do a brief 3 videos with this, but I had some recording issues, and I was only a few hours in, so I decided, screw it, I'll start all over again with a new character. In the meantime, I did have a personal playthrough, unrecorded, where I did beat the game. That playthrough was about 15 hours or so. Then again, I did take a weird path, which I'm not going to do with this character. So I know a little bit about what's going to happen, but obviously the character doesn't, so I'm going to be playing this not as myself, but as the character Ethan Drake. And let's see if this deletion works this time. Yay, it does. I can delete all of these little side characters. Cool. So, and without further ado, let's go to the Outerworlds. And I will also say that I feel a little bit better about doing it this way. Because now I know enough about playing the game that it's going to be a much smoother experience, because I know where to go, and I know how to not die horribly. So, let's go. And I am not going to be playing on normal difficulty, because again, I've already played it through, I already know how to do it. Now I'm not going to do, I could do Supernova. I could really do Supernova. I would do Supernova if it wasn't for the fact that you can only manually save whilst inside your ship. Because I'm recording it, and I need to be able to save it at recording's end. So that's the only problem with that. I really like the survival mode, but I can't do that. So I will do a Supernova playthrough at some point, but I want to have a completed series run first. So, I'm going to start it with hard, because, let's face it, at this point, I know what I'm doing. And cutscene.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
Top secret. Halcyon Holdings Corporation's Board. Instant report. Hope found drifting. Colonist and will be revived. Determination. Hope to be left at edge of colony. Alert. Breach of Hope security corridor. Unidentified ship. Security beacon Cam 78. Hope. Landing bay. Oh, this guy. That is funny to me. Still funny. Like, this is the part where I can metagame a little bit, because I know who he is. I know exactly who he is. This is still amazing, though. It's only the second time watching the cutscene because I skipped it.
Thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
And metagame end. Alright, so character creation. I'm going to do this really quick just because I kind of know exactly what I'm going to be going for.
You'll need all your wits to save your fellow colonists.
And I'm also going to do high perception, high dex, and I'm going to be doing, because I like critical damage. I also like bonus headshot damage. Well, actually, that's the thing. I say I know what I'm going to do. Yeah, but intelligence directly affects science and medical. Dodge, block, sneak, lockpick. I say like I know what I'm going to do, and now I don't. Just because it increases my melee and ranged weapon reload speed, but that doesn't really matter if I'm quick about what I do. And I could also increase charm now that I know how that works as well. Or temperament. Man, that's so annoying. But I'm gonna do perception. That's what I'm gonna stick with. All right.
I hear Monarch's in need of more game hunters.
I'm gonna do ranged, and I'm gonna do tech.
A fellow tinkerer.
And I'm going to not be what I was previously. Previously, I was, in one of my attempted playthrough of this, I was medical. So now I'm still going to be medical.
I hope you're comfortable with needles.
Still going to be medical. Never mind. And going to be male, face. What head did I go with? I went with that one, I think. Yeah, I went with 3. And I went with eye color. Yeah, I went with that one right there. Yeah. And I'm not going to mess with the rest of the stuff. Hair. Hair, I went with my actual hairstyle, which is that one right there. It's wintertime, baby, and I'm sure there's barber shops. I actually haven't figured out if you can get your hair redone. I never figured that part out. It was something like that. It was like 43, 42, something like that. And we can figure out when I do facial hair. Yeah, it's 44. That's what it was. It was 44. There we go. Making him look as close to me as I can, only if I was older. Cool. And scars. We're going to give him that eye scar. Of course, mine's not nowhere near that traumatic. And I learned that this is more than just makeup, it's face paint. So, and bruises. So, I'm going to give him some killer. Like, he's not going to be bruised, but I don't like that makeup either. Not any good face tats. I was debating giving him a bloody nose, but I'm not going to. Alright, cool. So, done. Cool. Again, this gives me a very Fallout New Vegas type of vibe. Yeah, that looks good to me. Because I'm not going to be super charming, but I am going to be a lot more dexterous. So I'm going to be a little bit dexterous, very perceptive, and high intellect. I'm going to build the Ethan
Looks to
Drake.
be your lucky day, my friend.
At least how we would be in a sci-fi setting.
Not likely, bootlickers.
Universal Defense Logistics.
Initiate skip jump.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down to 90%. Skip drive.
Shit.
Evaporated.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh?
Yeah.
A bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you
and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take.
What?
Normally, reviving someone after
Yeah,
so long leads to
no
some
shit, it
quite
leads to horrifying
results.
results.
It's called explosive
It's
cell
freezer
death,
burn.
but
It's literally
very
freezer burn.
vulnerable affection.
I learned it at the
Something
Corpo
wrong?
Labs.
Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes?
Come on, man.
I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow
I mean,
colonists.
I'm in. Saving people's kind of my
I'd
deal.
see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head.
No
Now,
shit.
my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck.
Okay. What are we doing? What's... Okay. Not quite sure how I feel about this.
Can you hear me? Is this thing working?
Yeah, it's working. What?
There you are.
You launched
Now,
me into
where
space.
were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site.
All right.
He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry. I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure.
Cool.
I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
Yeah. Entering atmosphere. But I mean, that's pretty normal though. Having everybody count on me. It's kind of what we crash landed, didn't we? I crash landed, didn't I? Yep, I crash landed. Yep. Alright. Let's get out of this hunk of junk. That guy really needs a mechanic or some kind of engineer.
Ah, you've landed. Good.
A bit of a crash landing.
Hawthorne should be close by.
It looks like he's real close by.
Name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste.
Yeah.
Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head.
Maybe.
Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
If he was smarter, he would have let go of the darn thing. Wouldn't be too worried about it. What the heck? This is all new. It's just some low-grade medical technician. Just all this crap. Well. Oh, I did try to help people out where I could. Oh no. I need a... that's not good. I want a gun. I want the gun so badly. This is the thing, my character was like, yeah, I'm a low-grade medical tech, but at the same time, I'm a low-grade medical tech with a decent engineering background and science background as well, with some experience on the shooting range. Ow, 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 what the? Whoa.
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Oh man, good thing I have these emergency medical kits. But yeah, what the hell are you? I mean, I've probably encountered my fair share of fringe stuff before I came to the colonies.
Hey, you. Come. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice.
What?
Oh, wow, that stings.
Sit still, I'll patch you up.
Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's Choice doesn't like us accepting outside help.
What the heck? First, how are you feeling?
Better, thanks to you. I might have bled out on my own. Or worse, had to go begging the boss for some Adrena time. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him.
Well, that was a mistake.
Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that,
You
right?
really should take care of your weapons
Just barely
better.
scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters.
Alright. What were you doing out here?
Investigating an illegally grounded ship. All spacecraft must arrive and depart from authorized landing pads. That's board law, that is. Some hullhead grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
I really want to do the intimidate option, but that's also not this guy's style, even though that's what I'm personally thinking. So I'll go with the persuade option. I've got a better idea. Give me your gun, and I'll go get help.
Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too.
Well,
for
I appreciate
patching
it.
me up and all.
Didn't have to do that,
All
but...
Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction.
What?
You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
What? What? Do anything about the Hope?
The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie Cleo or something? Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but I'm not allowed to fraternize with Cleo workers. Company policy.
Can you tell me where I am?
You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice community. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna.
What in the... Okay. Whatever. Let me take this stuff so I have a better chance of not dying horribly. Not that I will die horribly. Not that I think I'll die horribly. I mean... might just be a medical tech, but... I'm also a bit of a badass. Worked for the guards.
Oh, what just happened?
Learned my way around a couple of
Can you
guns.
hear me? What in the
Yeah, I can hear you.
this?
Yeah, all your guns suck. Or all your tech sucks. Oh, what the? Ooh, neat. Weird time powers. Cool. Alrighty. People want me dead. They're gonna die. As I said, I worked a little bit with the guards, worked a little bit on the frontier. Picked up a few pointers or two from some peeps. I know what I'm doing, even if I am a little bit new with this whole thing. Alright. Alrighty-dighty. What in the world? Just make the best of it, I suppose. Let's go. Figure out what the... I suppose you'll always have marauders, thieves, bandits.
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed!
Alright. Who are you?
Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
So I heard. I found one of your teammates holed up in a cave.
Really? How is he?
Still a moron. I'm hoping you're a little brighter.
Of course I am. I'm a superior officer. Stands to reason, don't it? Just you watch. I'll cross these marauders off with the swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, you know,
I doubt that.
need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs some.
Do Spacer's Choice guards back down from a challenge?
Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Alright, you guys take this corporate stuff real serious. Let's go see what's up. Now, I suppose he knows how the corporates are.
I just earned a fine bonus.
Yeah, that's the thing. Now that I know what's going on, even though Ethan doesn't, I suppose he does know at least how the corporations are. So, but we'll get into that later.
That this vessel contains no
I doubt that.
Please be informed that ignoring me is dangerous for your health.
Doubt that too. I guess I'll go talk to
Unauthorized
the AI.
access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities.
Doubtful.
Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel.
Okay.
Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors.
Alright, give it
Please
your best
return
shot.
any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction.
Again, I doubt it. What are you going to do? Self-destruct?
Gesture procedures initiated. Please engage in airlocks. Prepare to eject all boarded parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You realize we're on the ground, right?
You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment.
I need to get this ship in the air.
I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne.
Hawthorne is dead. I'm sorry.
I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
I get it. You need to be Captain Hawthorne or you can't fly.
Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
Alright, find a spare one. But I doubt I'll find a part like that just sitting in a garage.
Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty.
Alright.
High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements.
Well,
I have taken the liberty of printing you a new
there's
Captain's
that
Identity
town that you
cartridge.
told me about.
Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand?
Yeah, I got it. Thanks.
Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Alright, level up. Let's put it into tech. Yeah, tech's good. And then perks. See, originally with this character I went with Lone Wolf, but I feel like this is going to be a much better journey with companions. So instead, I'm going to take high maintenance, especially since that other guy just completely messed up his gun. And it misfired directly into his side. I'm not gonna prove that I take care of my weapons. Hello.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
Well, I would say be honest and say that I don't have a job, but I have enough vocal skills that I can say this. So you've got it all wrong. I'm a Starship Safety Inspector.
Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
You take care now. Now, if the mic can stop rubbing on my mustache, that would be wonderful. I'm gonna have it like really close to my face because I gotta be whisper. Look, more marauders. Let's see here. Almost all of them. Just gonna stand here. An old-fashioned Western standoff. All right. Let's see what else we got. Fancy myself pretty good. Might be more of a... There's the town. But... it's a pretty place. Nope. I know what those are, and the first time I encountered them, they wrecked me. So no, I'm not going to go fight them. I'm going to go back into town, and I'm going to go talk to the lady's manager. But first, I'm going to talk to this dude.
Where'd you come from?
Hey, what's up?
Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend.
No, I'm just passing through. Nah, I don't know that. I'm just gonna say my pod crashed in the hills back there.
Your pod? What are you on about? You take a bruise to the cranium? Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls. And low prices.
Never got your name. I'm Ethan Drake. Or no, I'm gonna say, is that where you have a pair of armed guards?
I'm being vigilant. Don't want to get blindsided by some corpse-chewing marauder come stalking out the shadows.
You tell me there's cannibals out there?
Oh, worse. Unemployed cannibals. You ever seen a marauder hold down a job? Or put a stake into society?
If you got a marauder problem, I can take care of it.
Well, if you're gonna go headhunting, talk to Constable Reyes back in town. She pays for marauders by the finger.
Never got your name. I'm Ethan Drake.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
I keep on hearing that. But I'm just gonna say this. Looking to make a little bit of money while I'm
Got a
here.
knack for being discreet like? There's money to be made, long as you keep your nose clean. Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites. We rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
You know, I'm going to collect what's owed for you. I can do that.
4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
Why is Abernathy a special case?
Just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up.
Alright, well, I guess I'll be back. Hello.
Huh? What?
Hello?
Huh? What?
No, they were both definitely dozing off. Alright. Well, not much into thievery. But, let's see. Do you want to end your years in luxury and comfort? Do you dream of walking beneath the vaulted arches of Byzantium? Early retirement is finally here. Early retirement is your ticket to Byzantium. Early retirement is Chairman Rockwell Miniature Clark's gift to you. Selection for early retirement processes by lottery. Winners can enjoy an all-expense paid trip to the new life in Byzantium, the Jewel of Halcyon. I'm not entirely sure I trust that. That's thievery. I'm not going to steal from him. Just going to snoop around is all. Messages from Inhumorous Association. To Spacer's Choice Junior Humor Veil Division, subject to special offer. Dear reader, your subscription to the newsletter has expired. We'd like to invite you to renew your subscription. Act now through a copy of our news publication, Shovels, Gazette, and Quarterly. From Spacer's Choice HR. Official advertisement text. Edgewater Cemetery is property of the Spacer's Choice Company. The Spacer's Choice family takes care of its own from the cradle to the grave. Plots and heads are provided from a rate. Comfortable, spacious plots, custom grave headstones, complimentary eulogy. Let your spirit rest in the privacy of a Spacer's Choice brand. Inventory logs. Burial invoice. Password required. Hack. Name Theodore Granger. Cause of expiration. Industrial accident. Burial status. Successfully interred in gravesite 13F. Gravesite dues. Paid and accounted. And you said amendum. Corpse was missing a hand. Detective 5 bits gravesite fee because I'm a kindly fellow. But yeah, I'm not going to steal his stuff. I'm not that kind of guy. I'll snoop through his stuff, but I'm not going to steal his stuff. Oh, but it's a mag pick. I so want to just steal it. And I would, but I'm not that kind of person. Any other player character would have stolen all of his stuff. And if I wasn't doing a roleplay session, I would. But this isn't about being the best. This is about being Ethan Drake. Alright, let's see what we got. This will get real interesting once I leave Spacer's Choice and Emerald Vale. Alright, let's see what's up. Constable, that's first, right? I also wanted to hit up the general store.
And your rations yet?
Yep. 2 whole cans of saltuna.
And this place is a dump. Corporate hellhole.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's Choice. And before you ask, I'm all out of deluxe salt tuna. All I've got is gourmet.
Let me see what you're selling. Oh, first, I need to fix a chip.
You ought to go have a talk with the boss, Reed Thompson. He's up in his tower above the cannery.
Alright, well, let me see what you're selling.
Music to my ears.
I'm not going to use melee weapons, so. And I'm not going to go walking around dressed like a marauder either. Ah, there's stuff I could buy, but I don't have enough money. So, where's the constabulary at?
Day at the cannery.
Don't go knocking your work.
This place is a corporate mess.
I've been feeling pretty low today.
We should keep our voices down.
Yeah. What's up?
Welcome to the Spacer's Choice Constabulary. We are Halcyon's leading brand in frontier justice.
Well, I
The
want
office
frontier
is running a
justice.
promotion. Purchase 3 criminal investigations and the 4th one's free.
If you need help with the marauder problem, I'm for hire.
As a Spacer's Choice constable, I am authorized to grant you legal authority toward apprehending wanted criminals. Know how to carry yourself in a fight? I've got bounties out for these 3 marauders. Cross them off and bring me their fingers. Just 1 per marauder, please. I'll dust off the old fingerprint roller.
Got some questions if you don't mind.
As long as your questions fall within the acceptable margins of curiosity.
Does the name Phineas Wells mean anything to you?
His likeness decorates many a wanted poster. Do you have any relevant information about this individual?
He's a scientist. We're acquainted.
I am obliged to warn you against forming acquaintanships, friendships, partnerships, or any felicitous relationship with a wanted criminal. I am also obliged to inform you of our referral program. For every criminal you refer to the authorities, the board will reward you.
How long has he been on the run?
Wells has been wanted for as long as the board decides he has been wanted. This decision will be made in accordance with Wells's behavior upon arrest. Unfortunately, the arrest of Mr. Wells falls outside my authority. I enforce the company policy of Spacer's Choice in the region of Emerald Vale. Wells is wanted by the board. If you have information related to the location of Phineas V. Wells, you are required to submit that information to your nearest board authority.
There was one other thing.
Something to report? As long as you're...
Who do you work for?
If this is a setup to a joke, you should know I've
Spacer's
never found
Choice
anything
or
amusing in
Edgewater?
my life. I don't serve Edgewater. Edgewater and the entire region of Emerald Vale serves Spacer's Choice.
So you're basically a bureaucrat.
Flattery won't get you anywhere with me. The bureaucracy is a noble profession, but not all of us are gifted enough to serve in it.
And who does Spacer's Choice answer to?
Spacer's Choice is a wholly owned subsidiary of Universal Defense Logistics, which occupies a seat on the Halcyon Holdings Corporation, also known as the Board. I must admit it bothers me that you don't already know this.
Never mind. Yeah, no, this place is bad. Like, I'll help out where I can,
Sometimes I
but
wonder what I'm doing with myself.
I feel like there's a limited amount of stuff I can do. Let's switch to a small grave matter. Oh, I also need to do that. Whatever, I can do that when I get to the quest point. Because, again, Ethan doesn't know about it. So. Barbershop. Yeah, I'm right on that. Blood. I don't know how I feel about that. Alright, what's up?
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
That's not how that works. But do your haircuts? Relax. I'm clean.
So everyone says, until someone forgets to cough into their elbow, and then we're all dying of plague. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
Huh. Well, Silas sent me to collect your dues.
Gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
You mean you're broke?
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bitless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
A very loose death. Well, I'm gonna be. Oh God, but that works too. Don't be so hard on yourself.
I have to be, if only to prepare myself for my inevitable dressing down at the hands of corporate. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Hang on, medical rights?
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
Just give him an IOU.
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
I'll let you know if I think of anything.
Much obliged.
And this is the part where I immediately break in. Because I'm not going to steal anything, but I am going to snoop, as I said. Letter from Phyllis. Conrad. Receptionist shot himself. This is bad. Company's going to have to call it for what it is. Destruction of Spacer's Choice property. Eugene was an asset, and somebody has to pay his body price. This is going to ruin us. So I was thinking we pawn off his teeth. Get a full set of gold teeth. Heirlooms passed down by his family or something. You're processing his body, right? Just dig around and pry him out. We sell the teeth somewhere nice and quiet and use the bits to pay his body price, and no one's the wiser. What do you think? Don't write back. In fact, don't talk to me at all. Just give me a special signal next time you see me. Waggle your eyebrows, Phyllis G. And looks like they did just that. I'm so tempted. So frickin' tempted. But as I said, I'm just a snoop, not a thief.
What can I do for you?
You sound like you've had some training. Might know a thing or two about medicine.
Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor?
Only if we use the term doctor loosely. I'm guessing you were trained at a medical school?
Experience was my teacher. Experience and... So, you want to be an embalmer. Brochures 1 through 5. Courtesy of the Spacer's Choice Department of Career Development.
Well, I know about Eugene. Why not use his teeth as collateral?
You know about Eugene? How?
As I said, I'm a snoop.
Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
Then I'm sure he won't miss them.
That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's Choice.
But it doesn't matter if they're in the
I can't
ground.
ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
You're gonna have to. And in this messed up place, I really don't think it's that bad of a thing.
Yes, I suppose I must. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
Thanks. Next up, Phyllis. Or Martin.
Wish we had some better rations.
Nothing I can do about that.
Knock on the door of old Abernathy's house.
I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier.
No, you haven't.
Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you?
Probably.
Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy.
Take it easy. Mr. Thompson didn't send me.
What are you doing here?
Wait.
Visiting? Well, let me give you the grand tour. This here's my...
I'm positive.
You wanna mingle, go try the cantina.
I'm positive you mentioned something about being
You don't
plagued.
know that. I could have been saying anything. Maybe I said vague. You know how words sound a mite strange when you're sick. Wait, no. Oh, damn it. Okay, listen. Maybe I am feeling a little under the weather, but I swear I'm on the mend. Please, don't tell the constable.
You should put a sign over your door or something, or at least cover your mouth.
Become the town pariah? I'm already the oldest worker in town. I don't need to give 'em another reason to avoid me.
Hmm.
Hey, you're hale and healthy and possibly for hire, ain't ya? Do a good turn for an expiring old man?
Sure. Depends on what you need.
Couple hours out of your day and some light second story work. That's all.
I don't do thievery.
There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
Sure, no problem.
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spread.
You're fine, Abernathy. You're fine. Also, I need to collect your
Silas
gravesite
knows,
fees.
doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows. Look, I got my gravesite fees right here. See? I'm good for my word. Get me that medicine, and I'll see to your payment.
All right. Well, I'll leave you be then. And then,
Making a mistake working for Abernathy.
why do you say that?
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead.
He's got symptoms of something. You're saying it's psychosomatic.
All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic.
What do you need it for?
I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do.
Let me worry about that.
All right. Here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you.
Abernathy's paying for me for trouble. Can you match
I'm
his
paid
offer?
better than Abernathy. Whatever he's giving you, I will do you one better. That's all I can
I'll
ask
think
of you.
about it. Nah, something's not right with that chick. I get her point. I do, but I don't trust her. I don't trust her one bit. Hello, corporate.
Don't make me report
Who the hell is Mr. Tops? I don't care. Phyllis Granger.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
The mayor, probably. Gravesite fees. Here to collect.
Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment.
These papers aren't signed in your name.
Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
You have to pay for your neighbor's gravesite
If you're
fees?
not familiar with board law, you ought to be. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
You said he shot himself?
Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
Yeah, I figured that one out. But I'll let you get back to work. But as I said, I am going to snoop. Messages from Thompson. Owing to your hard work and positive attitude to sanction your access to medical treatment in the event of contagion. As you know, the company has not provided us with a for worker. I wish I could, but I cannot. They're extremely merit-based. Please do not distribute your ration to any other worker. We're all in this together. Personal files. Pass required. Hack. Pass accepted. Welcome. Personal files. Last entry. Theodore buried last night. Reed asked me not to report his death to our quarterlies. Sounds fair to me. Was asked to prepare a statement or something for the other workers. Been thinking about it. Don't know what to tell them. Don't end up like Theodore. Do your work. Show up, wear a smile, and you'll get your makeup purchase. It's a start. People don't know what to do. But as I said, she has some Marauder's gear. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Well. Speaking of snooping. Logs. Adheres to the notice of health and safety. Schedule your sick leave. Be considerate. 2 to 4 weeks to process and approve. Lost hours must be compensated. See Reed. If you're having trouble, or try to arrange wage deductions. Remember, work, vigor, spirit, sickness, and vitamin sickness, character, That's not how that works either. That's not how that works at all.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
Mr. Thompson.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up.
She did.
I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
I'll wait till you're finished.
You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you?
We can start with introductions. Ethan Drake.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
And I can't help but notice that I think you may have the wrong idea about me.
Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
My ship needs repair. Looking for a power regulator.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
All right. Let's hear it.
There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
Now, I noticed you say mostly abandoned. What do you mean?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
I don't think these people will take kindly to losing their power.
No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Why?
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations.
I've seen Edgewater, and I don't blame them for walking out.
Neither do I. The fault was entirely mine. I pushed them too hard. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
All right. But I don't make any promises.
Of course, I understand completely. Here, let me give you the passcode to the geothermal plant. A sign of good faith for so politely listening to me as I ramble on.
Are you setting off for the Vale? Because I know my way around. I mean, in case you want a guide. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you.
I could use the company.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Let's get going.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry.
Sure.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me.
No.
It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
I don't doubt it is. But what's the other side of it? Well, nah, figures.
Oh, he ain't a liar.
Didn't strike me as an honest
He
soul.
believes every word he says. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
I can't blame anybody for wanting to leave. This town's got
Life's
issues.
hard here, especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Alright. Suppose it couldn't hurt. We'll stop by.
Thanks, mister. I
It's
just think
Ethan.
when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Dad sounds like a wise man. Shouldn't we stop by your house first? Make sure you got all your stuff. Yeah, let's do that before I go talk to the other guys. Yeah, hurry up. No.
Sorry, I'll just be a minute.
Yeah, looks like the Viker's right there, though. Nice place.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
I agree. Come on, hurry up. It's getting annoying already. What's up?
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
Bavardi wanted to talk to you about what he'd asked us to do.
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Cut off power to Adelaide's deserters.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
So, what do you advise?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
I mean, that is my goal. Sounds like I got my work cut out for me, though. Thank you for your time.
If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
I don't assume it's safe at all. I've been outside, I'm not impressed, and I can handle myself better than a Vicar.
The marauders I met when I ventured outside the walls might agree with you. Bastards snuck up on me while I was dutifully hunting for a banned book in a collector's library. Barely escaped with my life. But you see, one of the reasons I transferred here was to get my hands on that heretical text. If you managed to acquire it for me, I'd pay quite a handsome sum for the book.
Why would the Vicar be after a banned heretical book?
I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
And I'm assuming... But whatever. There's no real option to pick, so I'm going to say you make a compelling
Glad
argument.
we see eye to eye. It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
Deadly serious.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Good. Let's go. Let's talk to Ludwig. Oh crap, leveled up. Alright, let's do a little bit more tech, cool, and then let's do more ranged. And then let's do more dialogue. Ludwig.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
Silas sent me. You owe him his
I
website
told
fees.
Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
What are you talking about?
The war. The coming apocalypse. Man versus machine. I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
Yeah, gotta watch out for those mechanicals.
That's right. That's what I've been saying. We gotta square our shoulders and stand ever vigilant. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant, clattering about, firing at the birds, orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
If your resistance needs another gun, I am for hire.
I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saltuna cans, mostly. Some Spacer's chaw. Few bit cards. I'll reward you for your aid.
Proper armies pay enlistment fees.
Enlistment fees? Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the resistance a bad name.
What do you need done?
They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. The scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back.
Could use a couple of pointers.
Mechanicals got a weak spot in their midsections. I think the technical term is, the blue glowy square thing.
Good to know. I'll leave you be. But I got all my payments. So I'm gonna go talk to Silas. Ooh, stuff.
Hey, lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss.
What are you talking about, Silas?
Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house.
I'm sorry.
Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you?
Yeah, I got your fees.
You run into any trouble?
All done.
Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to.
I went out of my way for you.
And I'll buy you a drink sometime.
I was hoping for something more tangible.
Suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another.
Abernathy was trying to hide his own illness.
Abernathy was sick? With the plague? That's disgusting. I shook hands with the guy.
He was convinced you knew.
What? No. If I knew he was sick, I would have had him reported. I needed his fees because of his name. A for Abernathy. He was at the top of my list, you see?
But that's all for now. We've already, well, I guess I'll wait until we get a few things keyed up. Maybe we can kill the robot first. Easy thing to do. Then I'll probably wrap this one up there. That's, I think, about an hour-ish. Huh. Not thievery. I don't even know whose house this is, but Oh. I helped him out, so now it's not stealing. That's good to know.
Oh, clever.
Ooh, so it looks like I can get the goods after all. Thought there was a way into the house. Oh, wait, no, that's around the side path. I don't know. I don't know then. I thought those were the same buildings. I guess I was wrong. It makes me wonder. Yeah, it is still thievery. Okay. I was pretty sure. I just want to double check. There's the graveyard. No, oh, it's an auger. Well. I don't like the looks of this. Got enemies on the HUD. And not to mention the whole place is overgrown.
That's the last of them.
Almost died. Damn. Oh, I can't sell yet. I don't have enough hacking skill. Any good guns? Light assault rifle. Revolver. Riot control armor. Advanced defense helmet. Heavy. Medium with melee weapons. Medium and melee weapons. And I'll buy heavy. And this uses light ammo. More of a revolver, man. And I'll take the helmet. Alright, what's going on here? I don't have any bypass shunts, so I can't hack into it. Interesting. Especially since I've never found this house the first time around. Well, there's 2 bypass shunts. No mag picks, though. And not enough to hack into that still. Well, that's alright. I'll have to increase my stealth skill next, I suppose. Just so I can hack into vendors. Man, I cannot hit these things worth a damn. There we go. Because you can sell this brat hide. It's not a lot of cash, but it's, you know, it's a little bit. All right. Let's see what's in this structure. Light pistol, some more ammo. Frozen dinner. Looks like that's about it. Alright. Yeah, there's that auto mechanical.
Aw, he ain't no threat. Bet I could fix him up smart.
Yep, I'm not interested in shooting them either.
Searching for repair bay. Error. Navigation systems failed. Unable to comply.
I could probably fix that. I mean, if you wanted me to.
I can do it myself, actually.
That's not bad work, mister. You done this before?
Navigation systems operational. Optimal path toward repair bay detected. Initiating self-diagnostics.
Whoa, 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 hey, don't you owe me something for the repairs?
Spacer's Choice reminds all colonists that serving the Spacer's Choice family is the highest possible reward. I have been programmed to deliver this pre-approved message.
Alright, I'll be going now. This place, I don't like it. Continue to take stuff. Cool. Alright. Talk to Ludwig. Call it one for this episode. It's a quaint little place. My energy's kinda fading. That's just me, though. Whole place is kinda...
Bring us honor, soldier.
You don't have to worry about that scout anymore.
You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? Pulled its optic cables out its head case? Actually, don't tell me. Rather use my imagination. You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one, and the enemy is legion. What you need is an equalizer, a weapon to strike fear in their cold, mechanical hearts. Cantina, lavatory, behind one of the toilets. That's where I've kept it hidden all these years.
Alright, let you know if I find it.
On the double, soldier. Don't want the bartender poking around in there with a mop.
And with that, that's what I'm going to call it. Mostly because I can't quite keep the, well, whatever. It should have been an hour anyway. So, I'll see you guys in the next episode of the Outerworlds. And, this has been a good one. It's been a good one. Shouldn't run into any of the storage space issues anymore. I've actually got companions with me now. I got a decent character. Didn't run into too many problems. Got a pretty good plan. Should be set. Hopefully there was no audio issues. If there were, I'll be sure to fix them the next one, and should be straight. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.